Say these 5 things to mess with a narcissist. Warning, dangerous. Ladies and gentlemen, warriors of your own destiny, listen up. There are 2 kinds of people in this world, those who control their lives and those who let their lives be controlled. And if you've ever crossed paths with a narcissist, you know exactly what I mean. Narcissists thrive on power. They feed on your doubt. They drink your fear like it's fine wine. And most of all, they hate when you take back control. So today, I'm going to give you 5 things, 5 powerful statements that will completely mess with a narcissist's head. But warning, this is not for the weak. This is for the ones who are ready to break free. Number 1, I don't need your approval. Narcissists want you to seek their validation like it's oxygen. When you tell them you don't need it, boom, you cut off their supply. They panic, they scramble, because suddenly you are the one in control. Number 2, that's your opinion and I have mine. A narcissist wants you to accept their reality as the only truth. But when you make it clear that you're standing firm in your beliefs, they lose their grip. They can't manipulate you if you're not playing their game. Number 3, I'm not engaging in this conversation. Nothing frustrates a narcissist more than being ignored. They want a reaction. They want drama. They want to drag you into their web. But when you step back and refuse to engage, you leave them powerless. Number 4, I'm setting a boundary and I expect you to respect it. You want to talk about something that sends a narcissist into orbit? Boundary. They hate them because boundaries mean they can't control you. But when you stand firm, you force them to either respect your space or reveal their true colors. Number 5, I don't fear you. A narcissist's number 1 weapon, fear. They want you to be afraid of losing them, of standing up to them, of taking back your power. But when you look them dead in the eye and say, I don't fear you, their entire illusion crumbles. Now listen, these words are powerful, but words alone won't save you. It's about energy. It's about belief. When you stand in your truth, when you own your power, no narcissist can ever hold you down again. So take these words, use them wisely, and remember, the moment you stop playing their game is the moment you start winning yours. Now go out there and own your life. Narcissists feed on control, take it back, and they lose power. Control. That's the game. That's the addiction. A narcissist isn't just interested in you. They're interested in owning you. They want to be the puppet master, pulling the strings, making you dance. But here's the truth. No one owns you unless you hand them the keys to your power. That's the moment they step into your life. They start their work. They test your limits. They see how far they can push, how much they can mold you into their version of you. And at first, it feels good, doesn't it? The attention, the charm, the way they seem to get you. But then something shifts. Suddenly your choices don't feel like your own anymore. Your opinions are questioned. Your feelings are dismissed. You hesitate before you speak, wondering if what you say will set them off. And before you know it, you're walking on eggshells in your own life. But let me tell you something. Control is an illusion. It only works when you believe in it. The moment you see it for what it is, the moment you recognize the manipulation, the spell is broken. And this is where you take back your power right here. You start by recognizing that their control is a house of cards. And all it takes is one strong wind, your decision to blow it down. You take back control when you stop seeking permission, when you stop waiting for approval, when you say, this is my life and I choose how I live it. You take back control when you stop reacting. That's right, reacting is their fuel. They push your buttons, they provoke, they test, but when you respond with calm certainty, when you no longer let them dictate your emotions, they lose their grip. You take back control when you enforce boundaries with iron will. They will push, they will test, but when you stand your ground and refuse to budge, they are forced to face a reality they cannot change. You are not theirs to control, because here's the truth, my friend. A narcissist only has as much power as you give them. And today you take it all back. Sob validation is their drug. When you stop seeking it, they starve. Validation, it's like oxygen to them. They need to be the center, the authority, the final say. They want you to seek their approval the way a child looks up to a parent, because as long as you're looking up, they can look down. And they've mastered this game. They hook you with praise. They make you feel like the most special person in the world. They elevate you to a pedestal so high you feel like you're floating. But here's the catch. They built that pedestal. And when they build it, they control when it crumbles. That's how they keep you running in circles, chasing their approval. One moment, you're the best thing that ever happened to them, and the next, silence, criticism, coldness. And what do? You work harder. You try to win them back. You twist yourself into knots just to hear those words again. I love you. I need you. You're amazing. But let me tell you something. When you stop playing that game, when you stop needing their validation, the whole system collapses. Because here's the truth. You don't need anyone to tell you your worth. You don't need anyone to approve of your choices, your dreams, your existence. You decide that. And when you finally step into that power, something incredible happens. The narcissist panics. They scramble. They try harder to hook you back in, to make you doubt yourself. But this time you see it. This time you know the truth. And the truth is this: the only validation you ever needed was your own. And once you give yourself that, the game is over. They manipulate reality. Hold your own truth no matter what. Reality is their playground. They twist it, they reshape it, they turn facts into fiction and fiction into facts. If you say the sky is blue, they'll tell you it's green. If you say you're hurt, they'll tell you it never happened. It's called gaslighting, and it's one of the most powerful weapons in their arsenal. They do it subtly at first. A little correction here, you're overreacting there. But over time, you start questioning yourself. Did that really happen? Am I too sensitive? Maybe I am the problem? No, you are not. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things. You know what you saw. You know what you felt. And that's what they're afraid of. Because if you trust your own reality, they lose their grip on you. So here's what you do. You stand firm. You hold on to your truth like your life depends on it. Because in many ways, it does. You remind yourself every single day, I trust myself. I trust what I see. I trust what I feel. And when they try to rewrite history, when they try to make you question yourself, you don't argue, you don't defend. You simply say, that's your opinion and I have mine. And in that moment, they lose, because the one thing a narcissist cannot stand, a person who is unshakable in their own truth. They want engagement, refuse to play their game. They poke, they prod, they bait, because they need your reactions. See, a narcissist doesn't care if it's love or hate. As long as you're emotionally invested, they win. They want your energy, your attention, your focus. Because as long as you're reacting to them, you're still in their world. But what happens when you stop engaging, when you stop reacting, when you refuse to play? I'll tell you what happens. They lose control, because nothing destroys a narcissist more than indifference. You see, they want you angry. They want you hurt. They want you emotional. But when you sit back, calm, unbothered, they panic. They don't know what to do. They start scrambling for ways to pull you back in. And that's when you know you've won. I could go on, but here's the real message. This is your life, your power, and no narcissist, no manipulator, no one gets to take that away from you. So today you make a decision. Today you take a stand. Today you choose you, and when you do, the world will shift beneath your feet, because you are done being controlled, done being manipulated, done being anything less than the powerful force you were born to be. Now go out there and own your life. Boundaries are their kryptonite. Set them and enforce them. A narcissist hates boundaries, despises them, because boundaries mean one thing. They can't control you. See, from the moment they enter your life, they test your limits. They push a little, then a little more, just to see how much they can get away with. And every time you let something slide, every time you hesitate, they take more at first. It seems small, a little disrespect here, a little overstep there. But before you know it, your personal space, gone. Your time, theirs. Your decisions, questioned. Your emotions, manipulated. And why? Because you never slammed the door shut. But that changes today. Because today, you're done. Today, you set the boundary. A narcissist will try to break it. They'll guilt trip you, gaslight you, call you selfish. But that's just noise. That's just desperation. Because deep down, they know the moment you enforce your boundaries, you're no longer under their control. And when you hold the line, when you refuse to let them cross it, they have two choices: respect it or walk away. Either way, you win. Fear is their weapon. When you don't fear them, they crumble. Let me ask you something. What's the number one thing a narcissist uses to control you? Fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of being alone, fear of their anger. They want you on edge. They want you second guessing yourself, worried about what happens if you stand up, if you fight back, if you leave. And for a long time, you played along, you kept quiet, you avoided conflict, you let them win because somewhere deep down, you were afraid of what would happen if you didn't. But let me tell you something, fear is a lie. Fear only has power when you believe it. The moment you face it, the moment you stand up and say, I don't fear you, that fear dies. And when you stop being afraid, when you stop reacting to their threats, their silent treatment, their manipulation, they lose. Because a narcissist cannot survive in a world where their victim is fearless. And guess what? That's you now. Fearless, your energy and belief are what truly set you free. At the end of the day, everything I've told you, the words, the tactics, the boundaries, none of it matters if you don't believe in your own power. Because the real war, it's not between you and the narcissist. It's between you and the version of yourself that still doubts, still hesitates, still wonders, can I really break free? And let me tell you something, you can, you must, because this isn't just about them. This is about you, your future, your peace, your freedom. You don't win by fighting them. You win by outgrowing them, by walking away, by living your best damn life, unbothered, unshaken, and unstoppable. And when you finally do, that's the moment they realize they never had control over you to begin with. So what's it going to be? Are you going to stay in their game or are you going to break free? Because the choice is yours. And today, you choose you now. Go out there and own your destiny. The final stand. Listen to me. This is the moment right now. Because this isn't just about words. This isn't just about knowing the truth. This is about deciding that you will never let a narcissist or anyone have power over you again. You've seen the past, you've felt the pain, you know how they operate, but now you hold the power. Now you know the game. And when you know the game, you can break it. No more seeking their approval. No more reacting to their tricks. No more questioning your reality. No more bending, shrinking, or doubting who you are. That version of you, gone. Because the person standing here today, this person is done playing small. This person is done living in fear. This person is done handing their energy to someone who doesn't deserve it. You don't need revenge. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to rise. Rise so high they can't reach you. Rise so strong that they become nothing more than a distant memory. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful thing you can do, live free, live untouchable, live unstoppable. And when you do that, you don't just win, you transform.